I know I shouldn't have read her diary. Even now, years later, I regret it. But if I hadn't opened that notebook, I never would have discovered the truth. The woman I planned to marry wasn't with me because she loved me. She was with me because I was safe. And once I learned that, nothing between us was ever the same again. My name is Ryan. I met Claire when I was 29 years old. She was funny, intelligent, and incredibly easy to talk to. Within months, I knew I wanted a future with her. For 3 years, our relationship seemed solid. We rarely argued. We enjoyed spending time together. And eventually, we started discussing marriage. Looking back, I thought I had found the perfect relationship. The problem was, I only knew my version of the story. One weekend, Claire went out of town to visit her parents. I stayed home to catch up on chores. While cleaning our apartment, I noticed an old notebook underneath the bed. I wasn't looking for anything suspicious. Honestly, I thought it was an old journal from college. At first, I ignored it. Then curiosity got the better of me. I opened it. One page changed my life. Most of the entries were harmless. Daily thoughts, work frustrations, random observations. Then, I found an entry about our relationship, and I wish I hadn't. Claire wrote that she cared about me deeply. She appreciated how reliable I was, how supportive I was, how stable our relationship felt. But then came the sentence I can still remember word for word. I don't think Ryan is the love of my life, but maybe love isn't enough for a successful marriage. I stared at those words for what felt like hours. Then I kept reading. She described an ex-boyfriend she never fully got over. Someone who broke her heart years earlier. Someone she still occasionally thought about. According to her diary, I wasn't her first choice. I was her safe choice. For days, I couldn't stop thinking about what I had read. Every compliment suddenly felt fake. Every romantic moment felt questionable. I started analyzing everything. Was she genuinely happy? Or was she simply comfortable? The more I thought about it, the worse it became. Eventually, I couldn't keep it to myself. One evening, I admitted what I had done. I told Claire I had read the diary. The look on her face immediately filled me with shame. Then I asked the question that had been haunting me. "Are you settling for me?" For a long time, she said nothing. Then she answered honestly. She told me she loved me, but she admitted there was some truth in what I had read. When we first started dating, she wasn't fully over her past relationship. At the time, I represented stability, safety, a future she could depend on. But over the years, her feelings had grown into genuine love. The diary entry reflected who she was back then, not who she had become. I wanted to believe her. Part of me did. But another part couldn't forget those words. The damage wasn't caused by a single diary entry. It came from knowing that our relationship started under circumstances I never understood. For months, we tried to move forward, but trust had been broken on both sides. Mine, by what I discovered. Hers, by the fact that I invaded her privacy. Eventually, we ended the relationship. Not because either of us was a bad person, but because some wounds are difficult to heal once they're exposed. Today, I understand something I didn't back then. People aren't always the same person they were years ago. Feelings change, priorities change, people change, but trust is fragile. Once it's damaged, even good intentions may not be enough to repair it. If I could go back, I wouldn't read the diary. Not because the truth wasn't painful, but because some answers come with consequences you're not prepared to carry. And sometimes, the search for certainty ends up destroying the very thing you're trying to protect. Would you have read the diary if you found it? And if you discovered something like this, could you move past it? Let me know in the comments and subscribe for more real-life confessions and emotional stories.